Hello, everyone, and welcome to World Class Wednesdays. In these trainings, we'll be covering lessons from the book, The 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class by Steve Siebold. Now, I know it's a mouthful, but it's been hailed as the modern day Think and Grow Rich. And I recommend you get a copy of the book in print or in Kindle format to follow right along. Now, Steve spent 20 years researching some of the wealthiest, most successful people of modern times. He discovered that there are 5 classes of people, starting with the poverty class, which represents about 5% of the population. The working class represents about 10% of the population. Middle class is about 70%. The upper class is 10%. And the world class is about 5% of the population. Now, it's the middle class that is the most incongruent with reality. They're operating at a high enough level to understand that higher levels exist, but they don't expect to get there, even though the thought crosses their mind from time to time. Because of their low expectations, their actions are incongruent with their desires. In other words, they want to live the life of the world class, but are unwilling to pay the price. Since this reality is too harsh to bear, they delude themselves into thinking they are doing everything in their power to get ahead. And of course, they're not. They'll tell you they're putting in far more time than they actually are. They'll swear they're thinking about their vision all the time, but they're not. The world class is brutally honest with themselves, and they tend to look reality square in the face. They err on the side of over-practicing and over-preparing. Champions know that to ascend to the top, you must be operating from a mindset of objective reality. Self-deception and delusion have no place in the professional performer's consciousness. So some examples of the middle class versus world class are that the middle class avoids risk. The world class manages risk. The middle class lives in delusion. The world class lives in objective reality. The middle class loves to be comfortable. The world class is comfortable being uncomfortable. The middle class has a lottery mentality, while the world class has an abundance mentality. The middle class hungers for security, while the world class doesn't believe security exists. The middle class operates out of fear and scarcity. The world class operates from love and abundance. The middle class sees themselves as victims. The world class sees themselves as responsible. The middle class is frustrated, while the world class has vision. The middle class is problem-oriented, but the world class is solution-oriented. The middle class thinks they know enough. The world class is eager to learn. The middle class believes their vision only when they see it. The world class knows they will see their vision when they believe it. The middle class believes problem solving stems from knowledge. The world class believes problem solving stems from will. Now we're going to cover these characteristics with real-world illustrations throughout the coming weeks and months, so be sure not to miss an episode. And we have some recommended reading for you this week, and that is a book called Leadership and Self-Deception by the Arbinger Institute. Albert Einstein said that you cannot solve a problem at the level of consciousness in which it was created. So be sure to tune in next week as we begin our journey into raising our consciousness to that of the world class. We'll see you then.